I'm here to give you a guide of exactly where to go in Medway and what your expectations should be. Let us start in Rainham and work our way through the uncollected rubbish, ongoing roadworks and townies all dressed up ready to end up passed out in their local kebab shop. Classy. So first off, if you want to come home with an extremely sore neck in the morning from too much headbanging, you've got the Taboo Club, playing alternative music with a cheap bar and various DJs. Because our youth of today all need somewhere to go and release all that built-up anger from the responsibilities of being a fashionably moody teenager living with their mum and dad. Next up, we've got the Star. Fantastic for family get-togethers, complete with a child's play park. Excellent fun when you're overly intoxicated. With a varied jukebox, you can suit your own needs. However, don't spend all your pennies, as remember you need them for the fruit machines added everywhere. And so you can also become the best pool player for the evening. Now, we've got my personal favourite place, Bliss, also known as Preach or The Zone to all the older generation, who, may I add, still insist on coming along with all the wrong bits hanging out of their clothes. Please don't be surprised if you discover your auntie in here, taking advantage of the pound drinks being bought for her by a very desperate man, knocking everyone out of his overpowering scent of sweat and aftershave from Chatham Pound Shop. With a cheesy disco room upstairs, with a light-up floor, may I add, you can't go wrong in here for a bit of regret in the morning bumping and grinding to the latest hits and some R&B classics. In Gillingham, we've also got the Beacon Court Tavern, for young people screaming over their favourite local bands and spilling their pints of Coke all over you. Sticky, but good fun if you're into the whole jumping around and getting involved scene. So let's move on to Chatham. Of course, it's got to be Tap and Tin, especially if you're into seeing long fringes and the same checkered shirt everywhere you go. Oh, and completed with the cool kid thick-rimmed glasses.
This one goes out to all the lean teens in tight jeans and drag queens and dread suits.
But if you fancy getting snake bites for £1 and spilling them as you're dancing on a tabletop to some dirty dubstep, classic indie and a bit of metal, then Tap is the place for you. We've also got Crystals and Vanity in the wonderful Chatham for the more up-class Medwayans. Crystals has an extra room completed with satin features and fancy decorations, so you want to try and wear something a bit more stylish, maybe a unique number from Gillingham Market rather than your dress from Primark. So now we've got the big one, the classic Rochester pub crawl. Now your main places you must visit in the lovely Rochester are the City Wall for an awesome game of grab a table, Weatherspoons for if you're feeling friendly and want to be pressed up against other Medwayans whilst waiting for a drink, and of course the casino rooms. If walking bottles of fake tan, watching some middle-aged woman's hips giving way while she's getting low, and most of the men actually enjoying it, then casinos is the place for you. With the latest hits with some R&B, techno and old classics thrown in, it's worth going. Plus, if you're really lucky, you might even get to bag a seat in the smoking area to watch some arguments that even Jezza K couldn't solve. Us Medwayans know how to have a good time and make a good night out memorable. And plus, we have some banging kebab shops to soak it all up, so get involved.
I don't wanna make a difference anyway, yo. Drink, smoke, fight my life away. I don't